Hello, and welcome to this training module on how to use Explore Analytics. Today we're going to take a look at the user interface. This is going to be a very quick introduction to how you can move around and navigate and explore the Explore Analytics solution. I'm logged into exploreanalytics.com through my.exploreanalytics.com, and I'm presented with the typical home screen. In the main pane, what I'm seeing here is a few quick links that'll take me to some very common activities. There's a tutorial walkthrough if you want to see some videos. It'll guide you through some tasks. Links to where you can prepare data, where you can create reports, or distribute that information. On the left-hand menu, I currently have my favorites open. The favorites are a personal view, so any changes you make to your favorites are not going to impact anyone else. It's a really great way to be able to sort your information together and view it in one place. By clicking any of these reports, I can very easily pop a report or a dashboard open in the main pane. I can drag and drop to reorder it if I wanted to put them in a different order. Or by clicking on this three-line icon here, I can create a tag folder. A tag folder will allow me to group multiple of these favorites together. So for example, if I create a little folder for forecast, I can then drag, 2 or 3 of these forecast reports into this folder. And now when I select forecast, it'll open this view. So I can easily switch between individual reports, like this upcoming demand report, or the forecast, where I can pull open these multiple reports and open them together. So again, the favorites are personal, they don't impact other people, and they're very easily customizable, so I can sort and order them as I'd like. Now, aside from the favorites, the other major navigation piece here is the top menu items. So the home button will always return me to that home screen we were looking at before. The file menu is going to have actions that have to do with whatever view I'm looking at currently. I can create new objects through the first few options, and then I'll have a lot of contextual actions that usually have to do with the view I'm looking at, like renaming the view or exporting the data, sharing and publishing. As we go through other training modules, we'll go deeper into some of these options, but just know if the action you want to take is specific to the view you have open, it's usually going to be under the File menu. The Data menu is going to show you information on how you can see the sources of data or add additional sources of data if you're an administrator. So I'm logged in as an administrator, so I have some options around adding new data sources, installing agents. If you're not an administrator, you'll be able to see uploading files or browsing data sources and tables. From there, I can look at the list of data sources. So I have a ServiceNow data source. Explore data source is any of the data that's stored within Explore Analytics and some other demonstration data. I can select one of these data sources, for example, the demo data source, and see the list of tables. And from there, I can click on if I want to see what reports are attached or otherwise find a lot of other options. We won't go into detail about working with data sources, but just know if you want to explore the data you have available to you, that'll be under the Data menu. The Views menu is where you can navigate to find all of the different views that you've created. One of the key options here is this option for favorites. If I dismiss the favorites menu on the left-hand side so I can see things full screen, the Views menu is where I'm going to bring back that favorites at any time. So remember, under the Views, you select Favorites, and you get this Favorites menu back. This is where I can always navigate between lists of my views, published views, shared views, and the same for dashboards and apps. Again, we won't go into detail on all of these options, but just know if you're trying to find a view, a good place to go is this Views menu. Then there's the Admin menu. The Admin menu is going to have a lot more options if you're an administrator, but for other users, you can come here to manage any of the jobs that you have running, so scheduled emails or track trend jobs that are being launched. If you're an administrator, as I'm logged in as one now, you can also see information about the subscription, about which users are currently available, and other similar administrative tasks. The last menu that I want to discuss is possibly the most important one. It's the Help menu. This is where you can get all of the information you need to go beyond the topics that we're covering today. The user's guide will take you to our Explore Analytics wiki that is our product documentation. So if you want to see more information on configuring data sources or building views or how you can visualize in different ways, there will be detailed text articles that will walk you through each of those tasks step by step. Another great way to educate yourself on Explore Analytics is using the video tutorials. The video tutorials will be short videos, depending on what topic, the various lengths, that walk through a lot of those common tasks. So for example, a deep dive on building dashboards, or specific topics like reporting on ServiceNow variables, or using resource reports or backlog report examples. So again, there's a wealth of videos that are available here that you can take a look at to get ideas and learn new skills. And then lastly, if those topics don't answer your questions, you can search our community and support portal, or you can contact technical support. And in both, you'll be able to find more answers and a wealth of more information that we'd be happy to help you out with. Thanks for joining us on this quick training module of the user interface. In future videos, we'll walk through how you can build individual reports, schedule, and distribute. So look at our YouTube channel or our videos page on our website to find even more topics and more training modules ahead.